In the last few days, the party has been dealing with the local troubles of the town of Ampasi. More recently, they encountered a powerful dark elf wizard by the name of Cinder Forge, who, while they were able to defeat him, he ran away and threatened, hurt one of their friends, the cult leader Jim, and fled.
It was Brian.
Cult leader Brian. Thank you for reminding me. And fled to the faraway city of Dragon's Roost. That our heroes are now trying to follow after him after receiving some useful items from the local daughter of a lord, Bell. So to recap, Rowen, you received a scroll that will allow you to communicate from far distances instantaneously between the party and Bell. And I believe it was Dan, you received basically identification documents that you should show to whatever lord of whatever lord of the land you end up walking through, because Magiga is a republic made up of many lordships and city states. It's fine. So after doing, after making the final preparations around the town, you head off into the road to Dragon's Roost, about north from the town of Ampasi. Actually, though, along the way, you encounter a little shrine, an unassuming shrine that most of you do not recognize, but Rowen, as a wanderer and a local of the continent, you recognize that this is a shrine dedicated to a smaller deity known as the Eternal Walker, and it's a very humble shrine with one very simple statue of the Eternal Walker, a kind of androgynous figure with a hood covering their face, and the face itself being blank on the statue. As you,
It's half.
it's not half, but as you come to the shrine, a few of you see that a blade is etched into the surface of the shrine, and a few of you recognize who the blade belongs to. Who is going to try and pull out the blade, or who wants to pull out the blade? Okay, sure, Dan. Pull it up. You recognize that it is, in fact, the scimitar, the half-elf pirate who recently departed from the party right before you encountered Cinder Forge for the first time.
Oh no!
And it's the only sort of evidence of Carrie passing through these parts, and the scimitar is the only piece of evidence that you see of Carrie being there, and that's all. That's what you find in the shrine. Other than that, there's just the statue of the Eternal Walker and some carvings along the bottom of it that seem to be written in Elvish. So you walk northwards to Dragon's Roost, and Bell also gave Dan a map of Magiga, and as you go through the road ahead of you, the wooded area that you walk into with sort of short trees, sparsely sort of growing out of the ground. On the map, this states that you are now in the territory of Lord Marrow. The trip getting there has taken up about 12 hours of your time. You are now, it's sort of night now, and you've trekked a pretty far distance without running into anything that significance. But it is sort of turning into night as you are walking, and the road is starting to become a bit more uneven. It seems that there was some sort of rain that passed over recently, and you notice that around the Marrow territory things are very quiet. Like you haven't noticed anyone sort of wandering about.
This is something odd. Usually some giant explosion would happen right about now.
And
Go ahead and make one.
Then a giant explosion happens. No, I'm kidding. That doesn't happen. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. So, as you enter Mara territory into these wooded area, it is currently nightfall, and the moon, as you see above you, is sort of half moon. It is, yeah, it is the half moon. It is around like 9 in like 9 at night. Everybody make a perception check. Roll a 20-sided dice.
Damn it.
20.
Oh, dude. Okay.
17.
7.
Dan, you hear a rustling around the area, around the road that you are walking on, and you
I throw a javelin at it.
Oh my god.
Roll an attack roll with advantage. No, actually, just roll an attack roll.
So much for diplomacy.
The diplomat that you are, raise up your javelin at the slightest indication of sound, and you huck it at the ground. And whatever you hit lets out a shrill cry as something drops to the ground, and you see from where you threw the javelin a corpse animated with necromantic power shambling towards you now without a right arm, and all around you um, you hear 3 more cries from the dark uh, as 3 more zombies shamble their way to meet your party, and they all gnash their teeth and scream at you. Everybody, please roll for initiative except for Priya.
Good call throwing that javelin down.
Ow.
How much damage did you do?
Diplomacy.
First in the order, Cain. Cain, you are the closest to the zombie that Dan hit, and the zombie it's not nursing its wound because it almost seems like it does not even notice that there is a missing limb from its body, but it does seem very fixated on you, and actually it seems very fixated on Dan and Rowen and Cain specifically. Cain, what do you do? There are zombies. There are 2 zombies behind you and 2 zombies to your left. The left one was not hit by Dan's javelin.
How far can I get from the zombies?
You have about 5 squares of movements of feet.
Yeah, I go as far as possible.
Okay. Okay, so Cain just runs deeper into the woods like a little bitch.
Someone wants to make big as a bitch.
Okay, so Cain runs off. The zombies look like very irritated that you just fucking bolted. That's your movement and your bonus action. So you now have one action left.
Bardic inspiration on that.
All right.
What?
Um,
I trust you with this. You're the paladin here. You're supposed to be good against undead.
Uh,
You can use shadow or something. Shadow isn't. Hold up, shadow isn't that good against undead. Is it?
okay. To
Yeah,
do so.
I think it's against like stone enemies. Yeah, I think.
Okay, so a bardic inspiration is a bonus action, but because I am benevolent, you can just All right, Dan. Roll add a d6 to any of your rolls.
Okay.
So that's Cain's roll, which now is for the zombie that Dan chucked a javelin at. The zombie rushes at Dan, and it slams its body against your armor. It rolled a 17. Does that hit?
No.
Oh, actually, sorry. It rolled a 20, not nat. So it hits. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so
And that's 4. Take 4 damage.
okay.
Yeah. These are not very. I'm just gonna say right now, the zombies are not very complex enemies. They can't do much.
Okay, got it.
All right. Next in the order is biggest. You're using your greatsword.
Yeah.
You carry your greatsword through the air and like slam the sharp part against its arm, sending that thing like falling down onto the dirt road, which does not brighten the zombie's mood any more than it did, as it attempts to slam its body against you. Does a 13 hit?
13? No.
Okay, it charges forward and tries to slam you, but you manage to move out of the way, and it stumbles forward, and then it turns around and attempts to grapple you. Dickus, make a strength check. The zombie attempts to grapple you, but with your impeccable dwarvish strength, you are able to break free. Probably helped by the fact that zombie is currently missing an arm.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Next in the order is Dan.
What? Fuck.
Dan, you are closest to the zombie that you hucked the javelin at.
Just
Yeah,
there
there are zombies behind you, behind the party as well, that are aiming for Harlot and Rowen.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna focus on not dying for
Alright.
now, and I gave you how powerful are these zombies exactly?
They are not that powerful. Like, any adventurer worth their salt knows that zombies aren't that powerful.
Yeah, I figured.
You like raise your mace up and you bash the zombie's head in so that like the neck crunches and the zombie's head embeds itself onto like its torso.
Ow!
Yeah. You hear like a vague brain splotch as this happens. And
Ew.
the zombie stumbles back and it's like it's dazed and confused and it looks very very hurt and very close to its second death.
Gags.
All right, Cain, make a Constitution check.
Why do I say these unnecessary things?
So, do I really have to?
Yes, please.
1.
You fucking vomit onto the road.
I need to just be quiet from now on.
This is kind
This is so
It is. I said it. I'm the DM, so everything I say is canon.
of GM.
All right. So one of the zombies from behind goes and leaps toward Harlot, and Harlot does a 9 hit. The zombie like charges at you, trying to slam you with its body, but it just kind of like it doesn't. Like you just kind of move a little inch to the left, and it just like huh?
Hey, aren't I
And,
completely naked?
Huh?
Yeah,
Wait, are you? Are you?
Like the minimal amount of clothes, I guess.
I mean, there's no minimum amount of clothes. You can be as clothed as you want to be.
I just wanted to know.
Okay. That's a character choice, and that's your choice. So wait, no. If you're naked, then you have then your base AC is is 10 plus your dexterity. So
But do I move faster?
uh,
My armor class is 11. It's Harlot's higher.
all right. Let's just say it's 14, just so I don't have to contend with the fact that Harlot is canonically naked throughout this entire fight.
Harlot is naked.
I don't know.
Welcome to DnD.
So, the zombie that just tried to slam Harlot tries to grapple her with its fully intact arms and hands because it had not met Dickus or Dan yet. Harlot, roll a strength check against my strength check.
I got a 14.
Same thing with Dickus happens. The zombie tries to grapple you, but somehow you are equally or at least equally stronger than the zombie, and you just easily break free from the grapple. Speaking of Harlot, it's your turn. You run away? Okay. The bards, as always, are. So you just run away. That's it.
Don't I have a bonus action after that?
No. How far do you run away? Your whole, as fast as you can go, or?
As far as I can go.
Yeah, that takes up your movement and your bonus action.
Okay then.
Also, you left the zombie's threat range, which means I get to make an attack of opportunity on you.
Sure.
That's a 3, so no, that doesn't hit. Yeah, the zombie is just trying its best, trying to get at you, but you're just no, and then you just move away.
The Joestar secret technique always works.
Behold, my enemy stand. Okay. All right, Harlan, that's it. Is that your turn? You still have an action left.
You said I wasted my action by running away.
No, you wasted your bonus action, but you still have your regular action.
Oh, I'll just use my crossbow then.
You just nonchalant, just pull out your crossbow, and just one-handed shoot it, pierces through the skull. But the zombie's still standing. It just has a funny little crossbow bolt poking out of its head now. Yeah, it's a cute accessory. All right. Next in the order is one of the other zombies. Its green necrotic eyes peer at Rowen, and it leaps forward and attacks Rowen. I don't know what your armor class is, but that didn't hit.
Has the zombie hit anyone yet? At all?
It has not. It hit Dan.
It hit me, but not Rowan.
Yeah.
Me with my 18 armor class.
Maybe the zombie just happened to roll.
Yeah. Rowan, I'm gonna do the same thing with Harlot and Dickus. I'm gonna have you roll a strength check against my zombie strength check. That's a 20-sided dice. My God, these zombies are rolling poorly. I rolled a 5.
Except that time when it hit me.
They're trying their best, okay?
Okay. I'm sorry. Rowan, what did you roll for your strength?
Wait, sorry.
Yeah, 20-sided dice.
20-sided dice. 10.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no, you ain't letting that shit happen. You just nope, and slink away from the zombie holding you. Speaking of Rowan, now it's your turn.
Yes, I'm just gonna hit them with the bow. Attack them with the bow.
Cain, as you are preparing to do whatever you're going to do against these zombies threatening your group, you hear footsteps from further down the path approaching you, and you turn around and you see in quick succession a human man in his perhaps mid-20s carrying a javelin. You see a dragonborn with some very sturdy looking clothes, a dragonborn woman, silvery, probably like twice your height, carrying what looks to be a dagger in both hands, and you see another human-looking man. But like I say, human-looking, but he looks much paler, and you get a weird vibe from him just by looking at him. Coming closer, and
Throw a javelin at him.
no wait,
No!
and you see a young. I don't actually shouldn't say young. You see a halfling man, who gives you the vaguest impression of bread.
I should go for the toast right about now.
I want to eat
Yeah.
him.
In case you didn't catch on to the very subtle introduction I gave you, that's bread Lido.
Can I eat him?
Gotta say something.
Korea? Korea?
Yeah, hello.
Sorry.
Hello.
Yeah. I just introduced Bread Lido with coming in with a bunch of other sort of people
Okay.
looking into this fight.
Okay.
Yeah, Cain, the dragonborn woman, goes up to you and goes, "Oh shit, are you guys like new around here? Fuck. Sorry, you guys had to come in one of the undead nights.
Undead knights? What kind of other knights are there?
Like
The knights but undead.
like once a night, like once a month, there's like one night around here that like a bunch of zombies show up. Anyway, you guys need any help with this?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Sure.
Oh my god, she rolled a 1. Okay. Name's Avery, by the way, the Dragonborn miner, like, kind of, extends her hand. The Dragonborn, like, extends her hand at you.
I shake her hand.
Right.
Cain.
This is, my friend Smithson, and she gestures to the human man. Well, hi there, I'm a farmer around these parts. And he readies his javelin. He rolled a 5, Jesus. And Smithson points to the pale-looking man. That there's Joseph, and Joseph goes, "Yes, hello, I am Joseph, and I am not a vampire."
We have a rat and then a Russian.
I whisper to
fun.
him. He gives some impression that he's a vampire. Is he a vampire?
Friend, I assure you, I, Joseph, am not a vampire.
I don't.
He readies his totally normal human claws and glares at the zombies.
I dig it.
He's a vampire.
And then he points at the halfling bread man, and he says, "That's Breadlito.
Hello.
Breadlito, please introduce yourself to the party."
Hello, children. I am Britlito. I am your father.
Oh my god.
I am your dad. Father.
Did you finally get the milk I asked for 17 years ago?
Okay. I am not your biological father, but I am your dad.
Dad?
If you need a dad, I am your dad. But I did not fuck your mother. Okay,
My head.
Red Lido, please roll a 20-sided dice and tell me what you got. No, this is for initiative. This is for initiative.
A 20-sided die, right?
Yes.
I rolled a 19.
Okay, good. Smithson's turn now.
The vampire voice.
She's not a vampire. I made
He
that
is. He
clear.
is.
Why is every vampire like a German?
Smithson goes like, well, boy, howdy, I haven't seen zombies like these in like, I don't know, a week. And he points his javelin
Like,
and charges at the first zombie, which attempted to hit Dan, and he rolls an 11, which only barely hits the zombie. Okay, that's okay, good. And Smithson pierces the zombie's chest, and he goes, "Boy, howdy!" And then he using his strength, he raises the zombie slightly to the air, and then slams it back onto the ground, which breaks a few of the bones that are already pretty brittle on the zombie, and which forces him to just lay there on the floor. The zombie looks like fuck, and he raises his completely human claws and gracefully glides through the air, attacking the zombie that was in front of Dickus. And he rolled an 18 on the attack, so he hits. And with his completely normal and unassuming human teeth, bites into the zombie's neck.
What?
Dealing, that's. He bites into the zombie's neck, and the zombie lets out a horrific scream of terror as this completely not supernatural man bites into him and sucks out the green viscous fluid that has become his blood.
Oh my god.
Question. Yeah, let's stay away from that guy.
Oh my
I have
god.
a question.
Oh my god.
I have a question. How old did you say Joseph was?
I didn't give him an age.
How did Brett Leto end up with that thing?
I'll explain later.
Okay.
That's not the end of the attack, by the way. He still has somewhere to go.
Jesus Christ.
Much like his friend that was hit by Smithson, the zombie kind of slumps to the ground, twitching and still trying to move, but it's not dead quite yet. It's not dead again quite yet. Next in the order is Avery, the dragonborn lady, and she pulls and she raises her daggers to the air, and she. Sorry, I got the burpees. And she leaps above Dan and throws one of her daggers into the zombie that is attacking Rowen. She hits the zombie square in the knee, causing the zombie to stagger back and fall down, taking a knee in front of Rowen.
Is that a fucking Skyrim reference?
It is, next up in the top of the order is Bredlito.
Yay.
Bredlito kind of just. I assume Bredlito doesn't rush it. He's just walking a bit kind of casually.
He's tiny.
Walks up to the zombie. Yeah, when Mr. Krabs walks, he has that sound effects. I imagine that's what I imagine is happening. And you just very, very nonchalantly stab the zombie through the head with your dagger, and there are last few squirms as the green sort of blood leaks from its skull, and it squirms and twitches, and then it falls silent and crumbles away into dust.
Good. Can I spit on it?
You can spit on the dust, sure. Actually, no. Roll a d20.
Wait, a 20-sided one?
Yes, roll a 20-sided dice.
Okay. I got 6.
You like spit on it, but like somehow some of the spit got onto your like forearm.
No! Well, it was a try. A very grand entrance. This is a very, very grand like intro for Ridley.
Nice job, Dad.
Cain, it's your turn now, baby.
Oh, did you just call me baby?
Shut up. Okay. Go for it. You like fucking Legolas. Thread the needle with your bow shot. Like it wheezing past Avery, the Dragonborn woman's shoulder. Like right next to Rowan's ear and cheek, and just like strike the zombie square in the eye socket. There's a pop from the zombie's remaining eye, and it falls to the ground and disintegrates into dust. The zombie that attacked Rowan is now dead.
I still got it. Okay, so
Biggest.
I thought my bonus action.
Oh shit! You wanna bardic inspiration someone?
Hell yeah.
Okay, who?
Dickus, I guess.
Okay, sure. Dickus, you can add a d6 to any roll.
D6 to any.
Yeah, any roll.
Oh, okay. What about the zombie that's near me? Is it dead or what?
It's pretty like it's the one that Yosef with his normal human teeth drank the green blood of. So it's pretty close to death.
I guess I'll finish it then. I don't want to get close to Joseph.
And Yosef claps and goes, "Yes, very good, my fellow not undead."
Hey Joseph, what's your opinion on the sun?
I'm a night person myself. That's
I see.
the opinion of me, Joseph, who is not a vampire.
But this guy's a fucking vampire, I'm pretty sure.
All right, next in the order is Dan, and the only surviving zombie is the one who is attacking Harlan.
Let it attack Harlan. Come on.
I mean, I'd rather not have our other part, despite being useless, to die.
All right.
So I guess I'm not close enough to hit it.
Yeah, you have to move a little, but you can hit it.
Yeah, should I just use my bonus action to get closer and hit it?
Okay, sure. This doesn't take up your bonus action. You only take up your bonus action if you like move like the maximum you can move.
Okay, then.
Okay,
I
so
just
you attack it with
wait. It doesn't. Okay. Hold on a second, then.
what?
Does it look okay at all?
It looks. I mean, it looks better than the other 3 that just died, but it looks like pretty. It looks pretty stable still.
Just to be safe, I'll use my bonus action to cast Wrathful Smite.
All right. What does Wrathful Smite do?
It deals an extra 1d6 psychic damage.
Okay, sure. What are you attacking it with?
My mace.
All right. Roll attack.
What the fuck is it?
20.
Nat 20.
Yep, nat 20.
Sure. You still want to use your Wrathful Smite? Roll
yeah,
damage.
sure,
Roll damage.
6.
6, and that because of the crit, that's 10. Wait, what?
6 and 5 psychic damage.
As you like, you like you know how like in baseball, like the batter like kind of sometimes sort of like twirls his bat as they are preparing to strike.
Yeah.
Dan does something similar as he like fucking spins the mace like Mjolnir, as the mace glows the like holy dark light of the Raven Queen, and this light fills the small wooded area you are all in as Dan smites the zombie back into the afterlife. Another victim fallen to the Raven Queen as the light explodes the zombie from inside out, and its green, oozy blood splatters across the trees and dirt. So as the fight winds down, you all sort of gather in a circle to kind of talk to each other. And Avery, the dragonborn woman, she's like, I'm a miner around these parts, and I'm gonna tell you all right now, the the zombies that just attacked us, those have been a problem for like a pretty long time here in Marrow territory. Me and my friends here, we were actually going to go to the Lord's house, Lord Marrow's house. I mean, to sort of confront him on the whole thing, like ask him what the fuck, why are there still just a bunch of zombies going out every night? Like he doesn't even send out any guards to protect people. And Smithson goes, "Oh, that's right, sister. Those zombies keep on biting my cows, and no farmer can make a living if their livestock are becoming part of the undead. Y'all understand, Joseph?" He's like, "Yes, as a carpenter and not someone interested in the undead at all, I am very curious why this slight against my business is being perpetrated by these lords, by their inability or perhaps unwillingness to help us with the undead problem. It's shameful, I'll tell you. I should know I used to date a very kind lady of the land who well, she left a mark on me, let's just say. You and Avery looks at all of you and she goes, "What are you all doing here?"
Dan, you don't need it.
What? Wait,
Did you forget?
no. Oh yeah, we're trying to get to a certain place in somewhere to find some guy.
It's dragon something.
Dragon's Nest.
Right. Dragon's Roost. You guys must be foreigners here. It's kind of like the big city around here in Magiga. If you want to
It's
go
a
there,
city?
yeah, it's a city. It's not the capital, but like it's kind of like the economic sort of lifeblood of the whole sort of shebang.
I thought it was
you
an
guys-
actual dragon nest.
Oh no. Dragon's Nest is just it's named after the dragon that lives like around the town's borders. Yeah, it's not a bad dragon. It's kind of like a guardian spirit of the town. I think they call it like a Typhon or something. Yeah, Typhon. It's like it's a dragon that it lives in like a cave, and that's why like it's the dragon's nest that the whole city is. If you guys want to pass through there, you're probably gonna have to get some clearance from Lord Marrow too. Actually, you guys should probably just come with us.
So does that mean we don't need the passport anymore?
Oh, I mean, I said that assuming you had the passport. You have the passport, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, good. No, because you are going to. That's what I mean by identification, by clearance.
Okay.
Okay. So this group of locals of the Marrow territory, they join up with you, and you with them go to the Lord Marrow's estate. Along the way, you pass by a few villages, and you notice that there aren't any sort of lamps or like light or any people walking around. You don't see any signs of life. And Smithson goes, "All right, people around here every time of month around this time, they get all real scared of all the zombies. And, people like us, people like me, I'm a strong farmer boy. can deal with myself, but old Bessie can't do much against the horde of the undead. You all kind of lucked out. Usually there are a lot more zombies around.
Well, a certain mage that can spell fireball that would be very useful right now.
Never understood those magic folks. They seem to not want to do things when things need being done. I will say that the thing you pulled with your spiky ball stick, that was impressive. Are you a god man?
Oh, God, man.
God, man. What is God?
I love this.
God, man. God, man.
For the sake of simplicity, yes.
God.
Are we just walking in the dark?
Avery and I assume one of you enter now.
We have a lantern. Can I use the screwdriver as a lamp?
Oh, sure, yeah. The arcane screwdriver has a
Is it?
it emits a light.
Okay,
Is it
the
possible?
lantern.
And you can hold fire with prestidigitation.
Is
Oh,
it
yeah.
possible for
Hey,
me to do
put
that?
my head.
Because I'm concerned. You
What?
guys are walking in the dark. I am concerned.
I mean,
and-
most of us have dark vision.
Yeah. Also, like 90% of the party has dark vision, so it's not even that big of a deal.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Okay,
except
good.
Dan. Except Dan.
I still use prestidigitation. But I still use prestidigitation to hold fire because it's
Just for Dan's sake too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Anyway, Smithson asks you what kind of god you worship, Dan. The atheist paladin.
Hey, I'm the atheist here.
You'll find out eventually.
It's vaguely ominous. I like that. And Yosef like, yes, that divine magic you used to smite the zombie. It looked eerily reminiscent to a light of someone who worships the Raven Queen of Death.
Cough.
Just
I just smiled it.
just so we're clear, like if you do that to any boss, it'd be very bad. But specifically, if you do it to me, it'd be very bad. Not because of any biological reasons. It's just me, Joseph, the completely normal human man, do not like to be hit by divine weaponry.
Okay, be fair, Joseph. Anyone getting hit by a mage is probably.
And I said that. I said that. It's just that specifically, I don't like being hit by divine weaponry.
Hey, Joseph, you want to try my dad's garlic soup? It's a good recipe.
You don't have any garlic. You're lying.
I have garlic bread.
I get 1 minute.
I have garlic bread.
Oh, good. He takes your garlic bread and just chunks it down. Ow, 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 ow. Delicious.
Oh, does it taste good? My
Like-
mom made it.
Like curry. It's painful to eat, but God, it's so good.
Joseph, I've been studying humans all. Joseph, I've been studying humans all my life, and as far as I know, humans.
I'm allergic.
Back off, Dad. Some humans can be allergic to garlic.
That's not how allergies work.
Yes, they do. Shut up. What do you know?
Moving on.
Dad.
Let's keep walking.
You guys keep walking, and eventually you reach a large gate. That when Avery goes to open it, it sort of just swings open by itself, and you enter this giant, beautiful garden with a fountain in the center, and right past it is a large, grand manor. Is a large, grand manor, and Avery walks to the front of that manor with all of you following, and a voice from what seems to be inside the manor says, "Yes, who is out there?" And Avery,
It is I, Amnesia Dan.
it's me, Avery. I'm a local miner here. Me and some citizens of the Marrow territory are seeking to file a complaint against the local lord. Also, some travelers here are seeking some identification and a clearance to pass to Dragon's Roost. And the voice inside goes, "Yes, very well." And the doors open, and you all walk in. And as the last person shifts into the door, it closes shut, and there was no one there in the room with you. You all walk into this massive main hall that's ornately decorated with like a fine wood flooring with quality sort of paintings scattered all around the wall depicting battles and personal family history. And at the far back of this main hall, there's a set of stairs leading up to a second floor, and on that second floor are three people. Um, there is a human man who looks to be in his late 40s. There's a human woman beside him who looks to be in her mid 30s, and a young 12-year-old boy who is holding onto the woman's hand. And hold on, I have to look up some notes here. And they're all dressed in fine, just like beautiful clothing, befitting of people of their status and station. And the man who is wearing a cloak walks down the steps, quickly followed by the woman and the child, and says, "Hello, my name is Lord Jackson Marrow. This is my wife, Lady Alice, and this is our son, William. What is it that you are all doing here tonight?"
Yeah, we want to figure out how to use the passport and use it.
Yes, from Lady Bell. Yes. I met her when she was just a child. I haven't seen her since. How is she nowadays?
She's doing well.
That's very good to hear. Says here you'll seek passage into Dragon's Roost. I see. Very well, very well. And what of you three locals here? And Smithson walks up and goes, "Well, howdy, sir." And he extends his hand for Jackson to shake, and Jackson very politely but very reluctantly accepts and shakes his hand. "My name's Smithson, and me and my friends here are here to complain about the undead problem that you don't seem to take much care to try and stop." And Avery walks up and sort of shoves him aside. He goes, "Yeah, me and my friends here are here to sort of talk to you about that. We're all very curious. Do you know about the undead zombies that are infecting your territory?" And Jackson says, "Yes, I do." And Avery goes, "Well, why don't you send guards out to deal with them?" And Jackson breathes in. It's like, there are costs that I have to consider sending out men to try and quell an undead, a pandemic of the undead. There's quite a bit." And Avery goes, "But people are dying. Isn't that worth more than whatever costs it takes?" And Jackson goes, "You know," and Jackson like breathes in, and he seems to be considering his words until Alice, his wife, chimes in and goes, "Oh dear, it's very late. Are any of you have any of you had dinner yet? Me, Jackson, and William were just about to start. We have plenty to go around. Are you interested in having some a good meal?"
Sure, why not? But
What? I'm sorry. And Jackson goes, "Yes, Alice, of course. And if I am aware of the undead problem, and if you if you feel very unsafe outside, you could stay here for the night. I hear undead don't tend to like the daylight, so we can discuss matters in the morning when things are safer, perhaps. But we would very much like you to join us for a good dinner. We have plenty of rooms here in the manor if you need to stay the night.
Y'all want to stay here, or are you just gonna keep walking the dog?
The rest for the night.
Safer to explore in the morning, right? If there's zombies.
Okay, good to know you guys are idiots. Okay, we're gonna stay here for.
All right. Jackson, Alice, and William lead you all to the dining room on the first floor, and it is a massive affair with large but wooded up windows facing away from the dinner table. There is a buffet of food just like spread out on the large dining room table, and Alice says, "I know there's not many people who live here in the manor, but I always make it a point to socialize with the the commoners, so that we as lords of the land don't become so isolated in our thinking that we fail to serve them." You see like fried chickens and like roasted hams. You see salads and cool glasses of wine and water, and you all take a seat at the dinner table. Yes.
Did I die? Hello.
You did not. You did not die. Were you saying something? And you all sit down and eat. And
There's wine in this stuff.
there are glasses of wine, glasses of just water.
Okay, Bertita, not gonna drink that.
All right, just take your pick. There's plenty of wine and water to go around the whole party.
But is there milk though?
Oh wait, is this a fucking callback to when you ordered milk at the bar in the first session we ever did?
Yes.
Always.
Okay.
Excuse me, is Miss Marrow, do you have milk?
I'm terribly sorry. We haven't had the chance to stock up on milk again. And Smithson chimes up, yeah, especially when zombies keep turning my cows into the undead. The milk, let me tell you, zombie cow milk, it's purple.
Seems like a selling point.
No, there are zombie cows.
It tastes like your mom.
What?
What?
What is that supposed to mean?
Avery, who is
Wait,
Avery,
doesn't mom's breast milk taste like what am I saying?
proof of that.
Avery, who is sitting next to Smithson, goes, "Don't ignore him. I've known him since we were like 10. He talks like this." Yosef, he goes and asks his hand. Yes, I just noticed. Are all the servants of your manor, Mr. and Mrs. Narrow? And it's Jackson this time who says, "Oh, we've all sent them. We didn't think that the undead situation would be happening tonight. I hope they all made it home just fine." And Jackson and Yosef goes, "Yes, interesting."
If there are no humans around them.
And you all feast and you all eat, and it's a very filling dinner. William, being a very annoying 12-year-old child, like goes around the room, very excited to see a bunch of adventurers enter his house and ask like, "What's it like fighting? What's it like, going around towns and like helping people and saving them? What monsters have you fought? Are wizards like evil, like my dad always says?" What? Oh,
Apologies.
have you? Were the zombies hard to fight? And he he touches Harlot's bone, like bone chain whip thing she has, and goes, "Whoa, where did you get that? What is it made of?"
If I tell you, will I go to jail?
Don't tell me.
Priya, just so you know, the bone whip thing that that Harlot has was from the spine of a man they murdered, ripped out, and then went to a weaponsmith to turn it into a sword.
That's not
Sword chain. Yeah.
Okay, so we have a bunch of creative people in this group. Okay, good.
Thank you.
Like morbid, but sure.
No,
Okay.
creative. I think creative is
Who is sitting next to Yosef here?
Me!
Okay. Yosef sort of nudges you with his elbow and goes, "Friend, what is your name?"
Cain.
Cain, have you noticed the same thing I've noticed around here?
Oh, perception. 20.
Okay. You've noticed the same thing that Yosef has noticed, and is that servants actually roll intelligence. See if you notice. See if you figured it out.
That's a 16.
All right. You've noticed the same thing that Yosef has noticed, that servants usually live in the manor, especially a manor that is this big. They usually just live inside it because a place like that this big needs a lot of people just living in it 24/7 to maintain. And Yosef goes, "Isn't it strange that in a place manor this big, they would send all of their servants home? That does seem strange, doesn't
It does seem suspicious.
it?"
What do you think's the case here?
Yosef takes a big whiff, like, "I don't know, but something about this place smells bad." And you've been smelling this place, Cain. It doesn't smell any different than like a normal place. But Yosef goes like, "I smell something disgusting here." And Jackson from across the table goes, "Excuse me, are you talking about my family's home like that in front of me at my family's dinner?" And Alice goes, "Darling, please, let's be civil about this." And Jackson kind of sighs and concedes to his wife and sits down again. And William, who is not seated at all, he's just been sort of circling the table, stopped the moment his father started to become a bit aggressive. And Jackson sits up from his seat and goes, "I think we've all had a filling dinner. I will, me, Alice, and William will show you all to your rooms. Please follow me." And
Can I sneak in a bottle of wine?
roll sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Where are you
Say
keeping?
18.
Okay, sure. How do you? Because it's not a bottle. Wait, are you sticking a bottle of wine or like a glass of wine?
A bottle of wine.
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, so you just
Okay,
like fucking like that one vine of like with a bottle. It's like, "Don't steal this," and and then he steals it and then just flips off the camera.
Hell yeah.
You do that. You just steal the wine, and you all follow Jackson, Alice, and William to your quarters for the night. This party, there. Jackson says to you, each room here can only accommodate about 2 people. So, wait, no, why did I give him the Joseph voice? I'm sorry. Yeah, Jackson goes,
Jackson's a vampire too, guys. Oh my god.
Joseph is not a vampire. I have to repeat this again and again. I am a vampire. Jackson goes, the rooms here can only accommodate 2 people at once, so I suggest you all pair off for the night. There are only king-sized beds. We don't have single person beds in these rooms. So yeah, he shows you all to your rooms, and in each one he goes, "Have a safe night," and closes the door. Who do you all pair up with?
Joseph.
The vampire. No,
Oh, fuck you.
Joseph.
I'm
Joseph's
not
fine.
going
Lots
with.
of mine.
I'm not.
The power of the Joestar is within me.
Okay. Here's how I'm gonna. Biggest Cain, roll d20s, and whoever gets the higher roll gets Joseph.
Oh, they do not big enough. 30.
30. Wait, what?
16.
Oh, 16. 16. Okay. The biggest gets Joseph.
Hey, wait, no. Let Joseph pick. Come on.
I'm Joseph, and this is how Joseph is deciding. Through me, through hearing you roll your d20s.
Hey, look, Joseph. Between you and me, half-elf blood is much more tastier than dwarf blood.
I don't know why you think I'd care. I'm not a vampire.
Suck on that.
Well, have a.
Hey, Joseph, what about me?
Joseph, just so you know, I do not have any blood. I am bread. Okay.
Oh, yeah, by the way, Avery and Smithson are pairing off into their own room. Okay, so Joseph goes with Dickus. Dan, who are you sleeping the night with?
Hold on.
What? Dan?
Hello?
Yeah, hello? Sorry, you kind of cut out a bit there.
You guys have quadrant, right?
What?
A squadron? Yeah, sure. Why? Why?
You guys know how ships?
Oh, shit. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was going to suggest.
That?
Yeah, because I do not trust this house.
Yeah.
Okay,
Squadron?
who? Squadron. Oh,
Yeah?
yeah. Squadron. Remember how in Squadron we slept in shifts, and one person goes out and.
I did not join. You guys.
Bianca wasn't there when you were grade 10.
Oh, okay.
I didn't join the squadron.
Yeah, sorry. Basically, during Squadron, when we slept in shifts, and some people got the job of night watch.
That's why I got it twice and I don't care.
I never got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We didn't really
I
watch
slept
for
in
anything.
All right. Who wants to do night watch?
Me.
I'll go
Can
first.
I go?
Oh, everyone went first.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Pluto go.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the more
Let's just
sort
roll
of.
initiative then.
No. I'll do something much simpler. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
That sounds fair.
Rowen.
Cool.
Rowen gets night watch. All right. So Rowen gets night watch. Who does Cain pair up with? Joseph.
Joseph's thing. Joseph.
Yeah.
So who's left?
Dan, Harlot, and Brad Leto are
Anyone
not.
but Harlan.
Okay.
I'll take Brad.
Okay. Brad Leto and Cain are going to be sharing a room.
Okay.
These are king-size beds, so you're not like crammed together or anything.
I'm tiny.
Yeah.
Remember?
Dan, who do you spend the night with?
I don't get it.
Oh wait, no. There's only one person left, and that's Harlan.
Oh
What?
shit. I do care.
No, you get the room. I remember watching a Minecraft stream, like one of my favorite streamers, and she was playing with her girlfriend, and they didn't have like beds yet, so they did this bit where it's like, oh no, It's only one Minecraft bed. Oh no. And now we just
what will we do?
and now we just have to make out. Yeah, like there's not even a choice. And if we fuck a little bit,
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
it was
Just a
very
little bit.
it was very good. Okay, so to reiterate, the sleeping partners for tonight are Dickus and Yosef, not a vampire. Bread and Cain, Dan and Harlot, and Avery and Smithson are all in their own room, and Rowen is doing night watch.